If you sit for 8, 10, or even 12 hours a day doing job-related tasks, gaming, or just hanging out, finding a comfortable chair that fits a bigger frame body can seem impossible. The Secret Lab Titan XL and the NightWatch Commander both claim to be built for this exact situation, but which one is actually comfortable for 12 plus hours? If a chair is really rated for 12 plus hours of sitting, I think the first place we have to look at is the build. Starting from the bottom up, both the Titan XL and Commander are legit tanks. The oversized 5-star aluminum alloy base on the Titan XL is a whopping 31.5 inches in diameter. The Commander features an even beefier 6-star aluminum alloy base that's 30.5 inches in diameter. Titan XL weighs in at 78 pounds, while the Commander is a whopping 93 pounds. Their respective knee tilt mechanisms have also been over-engineered to provide another level of strength not typically found on your average office chair. Paired with the base, this is important for that long-term strength required for each chair offering that deep recline mode. Each mechanism is attached to a strong steel frame structure connecting the seat to the bottom of the chairs. The armrests on each of these chairs is where we see a bit of difference between them, and a potential weakness actually in the Titan. Instead of using a solid steel J-bar design like the Commander, they've actually opted to tie in the horizontal portion of the armrest to the vertical portion with 2 bolts and a plastic sleeve. The seat and back connection is another area where the Titan uses a thinner gauge steel that's formed to tie that backrest and seat together, while the Commander instead uses an overbuilt aluminum alloy frame here. If you're still not sure what chair is best for you, check out our latest update to the office chair comfort cheat sheet linked down in the description. Seat comfort is one of the most subjective yet important areas of an office chair, and I think this can make or break a chair's success. The Titan XL and Commander couldn't be more different here if they tried. Now, first looking at that overall size, the Titan XL has a good sized seat, and depending how you take into account those side bolsters, between the bolsters on that flat section, there's about 14 inches of width, but there's as much as 20 inches at the widest point of those side bolsters. Now, how the Titan will fit your body is honestly going to depend on how you like to feel locked into your seat or not. The side bolsters are definitely softer than the actual seat, which allows for that cross-legged sitting, but it might be better if it was more of a flat design here if you do like to sit that way. The Commander chair has 20 inches of overall width available on that seat and does not have the side bolsters, so it's going to feel a bit more spacious here than the Titan XL. Cross-legged sitting on this shape of a cushion poses no real issue and is pretty comfortable, even if it's not necessarily ergonomically correct. One of the first things that I noticed right away with that Titan XL was just how deep the actual seat was. At 6 foot, I found that seat was actually hitting up against the back of my legs, creating a discomfort after just a short amount of time in the chair. The Commander includes a seat depth adjustment, which I think is really important on getting the correct fit here for shorter or longer legs. With a range of 16 inches to 20 inches, a much wider range of leg lengths will definitely fit comfortably. Hitting the right softness of the seat though, that's a tough one. But unless you like sitting on a firm board, the Titan XL is likely to be just too firm for most people. Even after long sitting sessions and extended use, the Secret Lab Titan series is extremely firm when compared to the rest of the seating category. After about 30 minutes, the seat pad just becomes too much for me. The Commander is a much better experience here for most people. While at first glance that thick seat pad gives the illusion that you'll just sink deep into the seat, it isn't quite that soft. But it definitely was designed to provide just the right amount of softness while still allowing it to have enough support for longer sitting periods. The Commander is comfortable enough that you could easily sit here all day working and spend your evening kicking back and relaxing. The backrest experience on these chairs reminds me a lot of that seat experience. The Secret Lab Titan XL features a bucket design here, but the side bolsters on the back are much less forgiving than the seat. The actual back pad is firm as well, much like the seat. This means you're truly locked in while seated in that Titan XL. The backrest does flare out by the shoulders to help provide some additional space, but between those bolsters though, especially lower down, it's fairly narrow. The Commander doesn't have any side bolsters to it, and while it features a more flat design, the softness of the back allows you to sink into it a bit. While it doesn't give you that hugging feeling like the Titan, it does help you to stay in place while reclining the chair. Both chairs do feature lumbar support adjustment. The Secret Lab Titan XL has height and depth adjustment knobs for that backrest, allowing you to really fine-tune where the lumbar hits. While this does provide some curve in the backrest, that stiffness in the pad still makes it feel very straight. The Commander, on the other hand, only features depth adjustment for the lumbar, allowing you to increase or decrease the amount of lumbar you experience. While this provides an ample amount of support, if you tend to like to move this around a bit, you might miss that height adjustment feature. You can't have a chair that's built for 12 plus hours of sitting without featuring a comfortable headrest. Now, fortunately, both chairs do offer nice headrest options, but like the rest of the reviews so far, these experiences are quite a bit different. The Secret Lab Titan XL includes a magnetic memory foam pillow that has just that right amount of softness to it. The pillow couldn't be any more of the opposite of that seat and backrest experience on the XL if it tried. The tall backrest design on the XL paired with those strong magnets allow you that wide range of height adjustment and also allow you to quickly remove the pillow if you choose to. The Commander headrest is quite a bit different, featuring a full range of pivot, depth, and height adjustments. Built similar to what you'd find in a premium automobile, the leather headrest provides a lot of customizability, especially for those people who like to maybe switch from like just full head support to head and neck support. It does give you both options. Now, while both chairs are quite a bit different here, they are each comfortable in their own way and really help boost that chair's ability to be comfortable again while you're working, gaming, or just relaxing. Now, if you want a chair to be truly comfortable, not only when you're working, but kick back and relaxing, you need more than just that headrest, right? It has to have that nice deep recline. Both the Secret Lab Titan XL and Commander feature a knee tilt mechanism that help kind of put you in that comfortable recline, but their independent back angle adjustment is what really allows you to take it to the next level. The Titan XL definitely takes the crown here for deep recline, allowing you to go as far back as 165 degrees well reclined. The Commander isn't quite so deep in that recline that it feels like you're laying flat, but it does go deep enough to really kick back and feel like you're in that almost recliner experience and relax. The armrest adjustments on these chairs are actually somewhat similar, both featuring four-way adjustments overall. The Titan XL does have height adjustment for the arms and depth, pivot, and width adjustment on the actual pads themselves. Underneath the chair, there's also additional width adjustment here to bring the arms in even narrower than what that pad adjustment offers. The pads on the Titan XL are magnetic too, which is super unique here to this chair. Removable so that if you need to replace them later on in the lifetime of your chair, you can do that easily. The Commander features height adjustment for the arms and depth pivot adjustment on the pads themselves. The width adjustment for those four-way arms is actually going to come from that slotted frame underneath the seat, similar to what you find on the Titan XL. Because of its J design, it doesn't allow you to get them quite as narrow as that L-shaped design on the Titan XL. Both arm pads feature a good amount of softness, but they aren't quite squishy like what you'd find on, say, a Herman Miller Aeron or Steelcase Leap. Both were more designed to hold up better to those long hours of usage than what we would commonly find in more standard office chairs. Now, before you go ahead and hit that buy button on your next chair purchase, let's take a quick look at what that fit recommendation is for both of these chairs. As mentioned earlier in the video, each chair has a rating that's close to like 400 pounds overall, but it doesn't necessarily mean that if you're 400 pounds, you're going to fit. In fact, most people 400 pounds should probably likely avoid both of these chairs. Now, both of these chairs do have a relatively similar range for weight and shirt sizes based on our fitment guides. The biggest difference here really comes down to that seat depth on the Commander, allowing for a bit shorter legs to fit the chair compared to that of the XL. And the only caveat though here is below 5'10". You want to definitely use a footrest if you're trying to recline in the chair. This is going to help you keep your feet planted firmly on the floor. Now, on the flip side, the Titan XL has a very, very tall backrest that fits extremely tall users a bit better, especially beyond that like 6'7" range. While both chairs can technically support 400 pounds, again, the suggested weight for these chairs is probably closer to 320 pounds, as you can see in both of these fitment guides. The taller you are, the more room that might be available to you as you spread your weight out a bit more. But regardless, make sure that you are considering what the side bolsters will be like on that Titan XL, especially if you don't like to be hugged while you're sitting in the chair. Now, if you think it might not be ideal, this could be an issue as you get closer to like say 280 and beyond on that Titan XL. If you'd like to learn more about our fitment guides, check out our next video, Stop Buying Chairs That Don't Fit. Thanks for watching.